Hello, and welcome back to Belmont Bunch once again. This is my third time trying to tape this, which is perfect because that'll help me capture how frustrated I am with the game. The Islanders fall for the second time in 2 nights to the Bruins in regulation and are now only 4 points up with the Bruins having 2 games in hand. Not quite panic. It's like car crash would be we've made it all the way down to either the 4 or, God forbid, fall into 5 and miss the playoffs. That would take an epic collapse, but it has happened before in sports. But let's talk about the game first. The Isles, there was hope to this one, whereas they didn't show up at all to, they showed up for a little bit of the second last night, but tonight they show up to the first and they play pretty well. They get 10 shots to the Bruins 8, but they had a ton of chances, and they converted none of them. Obviously, they got shut out, but you got probably the best example of what tonight was going to be. Sorry, that's a dog. Was Brock Nelson missing an empty net to start the game. Brock just slammed that at the net. If the goalie gets over doing a split, you just give him golf claps. Don't miss the net on that. Empty net. Half the net is open. You can't put that over the net. So there's a chance there. Michael Dow-Cole gets a breakaway 2 seconds later and shoots it right into Swayman, who got a shutout. Rookie goalies versus the Islanders. It's perfect. It's good for me in fantasy. I'll have to note that in fantasy as I head into round 2 of the playoffs. But between this and the Yankees tonight, that was like just a car crash in slow motion, especially the Yankees, very slow motion. But with 2 seconds left though. So the Bruins at first and last minutes of periods have been very nervous for me watching the Islanders this year because I feel like we don't ever have the puck last. And the Bruins with 2 seconds left convert a goal. Pasternak and Scott Mayfield, who also had a failed clear on a penalty kill in this period that didn't come back to bite them on this one, overcommitted to a defenseman who's playing below the goal line with 2 seconds left, leaving Michael Dow-Cole to just kind of, not have a chance against David Pasternak in front. And it's 1-0 with 2 seconds left. And it felt like that took the wind out of the Islanders' sails because the Bruins took 10 of the first 11 shots in the second. They got a goal immediately in the second off of a failed, just not a good play from Mayfield. He just gets skated around by Taylor Hall. It's getting to that point where I kind of want Scott Mayfield not playing hockey on this team for maybe a game or two to wake him up. But the right-handed defenseman right now, Pollock is pulling all the weight because Dobson's not been great. Scott Mayfield, and on the left side, Green hasn't been fantastic. But I don't know. It's a lack of effort all the way around right now. I guess the goaltending has done what it's been asked to do. Sorokin played pretty well tonight, had a few decent saves. Empty netter was the third goal. It's just exhaustion because it was such a bad game. And the Islanders really haven't played a good game. I was struggling to recall. I knew it was the 1-0 game against Washington was the last complete game. But Michelle Anderson on Twitter pointed out that 5-minute penalty kill off of the major in the Philly game, since that, they had a great first 5 minutes. We talked about it in the recap that day. And they haven't played well since. It's weird. They're playing scared. I wonder, I don't know, this is complete speculation, but the fact that other teams have had some dirty plays on them and the Islanders can't make any of them pay because the power play is so inept, which tonight was another huge issue. Shorthanded chances abound for the Bruins, who do have the best penalty kill in the league, but the Islanders made it extremely easy on them, not moving their feet, not moving the puck quickly. Then when you finally get that pass that looks like it's the one that you can one time, they hold on to it a second too long. And, worrying stuff. We're not on that, crashed off the road yet and crashed and burned. But we are, the wheels getting, the brakes might be out. The wheels, I don't know. This is just frustrating. But they get the Flyers and then the Rangers. They got to get at least one of those games. Very worrying. I don't know. We'll see what they do with the lineup. I'm going to call out a few guys quick before the end of the video. Bo, MD, Dow Cole, Bridgeport. I've seen enough. And I've tried really hard to watch his game and see. I don't see anything. He had, the perfect example was late in this game. We had kind of like a 3-on-2 going into their zone. And like the Bruins defenseman with just like a reaching poke check. And Dow Cole is so weak on his stick that it just gets shot away. And he just, I don't think you could play him anymore. It's just not good enough. Anyway, that's the video. Ending on a high note. I'll see you again after the Sunday game, and we'll see how far into panic mode I've been sent. So anyway, I'm going to watch the Knicks now because they're the only New York team that looks like they care tonight. And then I'm ready to get hurt by the Red Bulls once again when they start their season tomorrow. We'll see you next time.